Are hot, baby, not these mics in Boca. Woo! I got Teddy Brooks with me. I got TK in the house. Scotty M. We're ready to rumble. Getting close to Christmas time, and Scotty Claus is on fire. What's going on, everybody? Woo! We got a big week of action going. Not as much as normal, obviously, with the college football winding down. But we're going to be talking about all that. I know Teddy's wound up. He's got his brackets. He's ready to rumble. And we're going to talk some NFL. We're going to recap last week's stuff. We got some basketball. Guys, pay close attention. Grab some pens and papers. And we're going to try to get you some winning selections because we have been red hot. I'm going to bring in my man. Last week he had a huge week on the show. He carried the show for me. I was not as strong on the show as he was. Here he is, the CEO of TKWins. TK in the house.
Yeah, man, it was a great week last week. NFL, college football.
You could say hello to me, by the way.
I always say, I said hello to you when you walked in.
Right. I'm just saying.
Don't spill that iced tea on me or the carpet over here.
Go ahead, finish up.
But, yeah, I'm ready for a big week here. I mean, there's not a lot of games. We got one bowl game. We got the big Army-Navy game, which I've won, I think, 4 years in a row.
There you go.
Got college basketball, NBA basketball, Teddy's favorite NBA basketball. He started playing it again this year.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Ready.
I'm back in the NBA.
All right.
I'm ready, too, man. We got a lot of bowl action. We filled
right.
a couple brackets here. We'll see what we got later on in the show.
All right, that's TK, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is, the other half, and I'm the middleman right in the middle between both these guys. The legend from the Sports Prophets, the one and only TB, I call him. Everyone else has got to call him Teddy Brooks in the house.
TB, just like Tom Brady, and that's why I got the goat on the hat right here.
There you go. What's up?
Guys, if you could center me a little bit better on the screen, that would be great.
Yeah, you look close, man.
Yeah, I'm a little.
You look menacing, Teddy.
There we go. I'm right in
Put
the
a
face.
grunt on there.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm fired up
How
too.
you doing, Teddy? By the way,
I'm doing great. Last week, TK really carried this squad last week. It was a bad week for me, but we're ready to come back strong this week. I'm ready to go. There's only 2 college games on, but guess what? I'm giving out picks for both of them today.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that as the show goes on. I want to do a little recap last week. I was doing my homework this morning. I want to get your guys' thoughts, just a little recap on the NFL Week 14 last week. Pittsburgh Steelers go into Baltimore. I had them as my big play on the show here. Beat Baltimore 27-22. Any thoughts on the Steelers beating Baltimore?
I was looking at that one myself, Pittsburgh. I didn't touch it, but yeah, Baltimore, that quarterback, Jackson.
He didn't look right.
Yeah, he didn't look right. Let's see what
He
does
still might
this
be
week.
hurt.
The shocker game of the week, everybody's still talking about is
Yeah, I was going to talk about
late
that.
field goal in
He likes to jump on me.
that game, man. I can't believe I didn't have that game, but I can't believe they kicked that field goal, called that penalty. You got to wonder sometimes. You got to think what's going on out there.
Any surprises last week, Teddy, to you in the NFL? The shocking or non-shocking? I mean, I know TK just let the cat out with that field goal with that phantom flag. Did you see the phantom flag? They called delay a game on the defense in that game with the Raiders and Denver, and they give them the ball with 2 seconds left. They kick a field goal. I don't know. The line was 7.5, 8.
You know, a lot of people.
Talking
Dave
about it.
Portnoy was going crazy about that. Dave Portnoy said that they should off Pete Carroll. And
What does he have to do?
Exactly. Like, listen, here's the way I look at it. Until that clock strikes 0, you're going to try to put points on the
But
board.
why did they stop the clock? Because the guy was inbounds. They had no timeouts, and then all of a sudden they called a flag. A flag flew on the ground with 3 seconds left.
That I don't know.
They killed the clock.
These are the types of things, though,
I don't
that
think
have
Pete Carroll called for that.
These are the types of things that have people questioning stuff. And,
Yeah.
I want it to all come to an end. I'm tired of hearing about, now the new thing on social media. I don't know if you guys see this. Anytime there's an off play, investigate. People are obviously joking.
Whatever.
But people are like, investigate. So, I just think just like the players had, their situation, there's
Right.
players getting in trouble, they need to stay on top of these referees. And the referees need to really, they need to understand that the eyeballs are on them and to make the right calls.
There you go. Some of the more dominating teams in the NFL had a dominating week last week.
Oh, yeah.
Seattle absolutely steamrolls
Rams.
over Atlanta. They're quietly one of the best teams in the NFL, no doubt about it, especially in the NFC. Another one, the Rams absolutely crush Arizona, 45-17, blowout. Matthew Stafford's having a dream season, and the Rams are looking very interesting as well. How about this surprise? Did you guys think that Houston was going to go into KC and beat them outright? I did.
I did. If you remember, I was talking bad about KC when we did our preseason over-under win total prediction.
Right.
KC, you could tell last year they were kind of even though they made it to the Super Bowl, you could tell all their wins were very, very close. Yeah. And now all those close wins are coming back to bite them.
They haven't won a close game. Yeah, well, they usually win them all.
Now they're losing all their close games.
How about the train wreck of all train wrecks? We got to bring this up. The Indianapolis Colts, who started out 7-1 and was rolling along in the NFL, now lose their quarterback. They've been losing games. And bottom line is, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs now. No Daniel Jones. You see who they just signed? 44-year-old Philip Rivers.
Yep, Rivers.
I don't know what they're going to do with that.
That's a very interesting.
You might be next, Teddy.
I know.
Are you younger or older than 44, Teddy?
I'm younger than Philip Rivers. But
there you go.
Yeah, they're
you're in better shape than Rivers.
They're.
What do you think of that? 7-1, and now they've been losing. They might not make the playoffs. They lose Daniel Jones to a freak injury. And now they're bringing 44-year-old Philip Rivers in.
I think you could write their season off. And if Rivers comes in and gets crazy, it would be a story for the ages. But I don't see much happening with that team now, unfortunately.
Okay. Well,
Indianapolis, big underdog this week, 14-point underdogs.
Yeah.
Playing Seattle has been killing
That's
everything.
a lot of points.
What about them Miami Dolphins, man? Rolling. I know they played the Jets, but coming into the week, Pittsburgh Monday Night Football.
Dolphins are running.
Get it right. They destroyed the Jets 34-10. It wasn't even a contest. They took the lead. They were up 21-0 right away. We got a situation. What's up?
Oh, no. The people were saying that TK's mic was low, but I think we're good now.
Oh, TK's mic's low? I think I turned it down. That's why. No, I'm only kidding. TK in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
I was waiting. I was heard crickets about this Indiana-Ohio State game, man. Indiana took them out, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on, T.
Yeah, jumping on you.
Yeah.
I figured you wouldn't say anything
We're in the
about
NFL. I'm going to college next. I'm moving the show. Believe me, I got you good. I got you covered.
You got to keep him on his toes, Teddy.
All right. Anyways, let's talk about that freaky game. We'll wrap up the NFL, and then we'll go right to the college football because T's got something on his mind there. Monday night, what do you think of that crazy game ending like that? Unbelievable. On an interception in overtime, Jalen Hurts throws 4 picks in that game. And
how about the play where he threw a pick, the guy fumbled the ball, Jalen Hurts recovered the ball, and then Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball.
Yeah,
you know that
crazy.
in fantasy football, he lost 4 because you lose 2 points for a fumble, 2 points for an interception.
Right.
Jalen Hurts lost 4 points on that specific play. I don't think that's ever happened before.
I don't know, man. Jalen Hurts, for me, he shows moments of greatness and moments of I think I could do better. Actually, Scotty M at quarterback. But Philly loses a brutal game. I had them on that game on the money line, too. I thought they'd kick a field goal, maybe run. If worst case scenario, they run the clock down and go for the win, or the game ends, they kick the field goal, and the game goes into a tie. And I had a money line. So, unfortunately, a deflected pass that should have never really happened, thrown into coverages. Seemed like that was what he was doing that night, throwing into coverage. Multiple guys around one guy, and Philly loses. So that's it. Other than that, we're going to have some big-time football selections coming up, guys, later in the show. I know you wanted to talk some college football. What's on your mind, T?
I just had to say, man, I was waiting for a minute. Indiana, man, I told you they're going to do business. It might be different in the championship.
That wasn't business, though.
That was a great game to watch, man. The Indiana, they manhandled Ohio State on the defensive side, held them to 10 points.
You believe what he's saying?
Hey, man, I watched that game.
Them?
They manhandled. They've only let Ohio State put up 10 points.
So what? They only scored 13.
That's all right. The defense played good, Ohio State.
Okay. Did you see how they lost?
That's right. Missed field goal.
25-yard field
Like
goal.
Scott already says, that's betting on the games. Oh, got my lucky cat here. That's right. You got to bring him back.
I'd have to say, I think it was a pretty evenly matched
I think Ohio
game.
State gave it away. They had 4th and 1 on the 9, and they got stopped.
I think it was an evenly matched game. What really impressed me, I expected Ohio State to hold Indiana to a low point total. What I didn't expect was how...
Well, not that low. We didn't think it'd be 13-10, did we?
I thought Ohio State has one of the best defenses in years in college football. But here's what surprised me is that how Indiana held Ohio State to just 10 points. Out of that whole game, that's what surprised me the most. And I also think
No,
Ohio
they
State.
deserve it. They
I
deserve
also
to
think
win.
Ohio State could have been holding a little bit back. They know that game really didn't mean a ton.
Perfect season.
Well, but
You don't
what's
wanna
more
give that
important, a perfect season or holding back certain plays and saving them for the playoffs?
You think they should get rid of these championships games now with the new playoff system?
Why?
No, I don't. But I think they need to change the playoff system. But no, I don't think they
They should work it all in. It should all be worked in. These championship games into the playoff format somehow. I don't know. Everyone has their own opinion.
It would take it's going to take. I mean,
Can you create something, T?
yeah,
You
to
got a
perfect-
format
I
for
don't know.
it?
Got no
to
format.
perfect this format, I mean, they've been trying for years and they can't do it. They just can't do it.
Well, they'll figure it one year.
Here's what really drives me crazy. The fact that people were so upset about Alabama getting in after losing to Georgia. What people fail to realize.
They got in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're playing Oklahoma.
What people fail to
I didn't
realize
like it.
is how tough it is to play in the SEC. I keep talking about that. I'm an SEC guy.
Mm-hmm.
It is so hard to play in the SEC. SEC teams have to. 100% have to.
I think Notre Dame deserved to get in more so than Alabama. To be
Really?
honest. Yeah, I really do.
But,
I thought Notre Dame played unbelievable the last 10 games.
But who do they really play?
Yeah, but you know what? It's just the style of play, the way they play. They were highly ranked right out of the box, obviously going into the national championship game the year before. I mean, they only lost 2 games. Yeah, they lost their first 2, and they lost to Miami, who's in there. So 3 losses. I don't like that, man. A team losing 3 games and getting in there.
Yeah, I mean it's arguable, but
Not many have ever done that.
no, but let's see what happens.
Look at it this year.
Let's see where they go.
They're the only one with 3 losses.
Yeah, no, I
out of
know.
the 12 teams.
I know. I remember you were
history.
saying when we were talking last week. You said if they lose, they should be out.
Right.
So, hey, listen. I think what happened there is Notre Dame got punished a little bit. Notre Dame refuses to join a conference,
Yep.
and they kind of want to do it their own way. And I think the committee was telling Notre Dame, "Hey, you got to get into a conference." I think that's really.
No, it came down to they lost to Miami, so they
No, I agree, but I think that if Notre Dame was in a conference and maybe played
like an SEC, you mean?
just any
What a
Big
big
Ten, I think they should
conference,
join. I think Notre Dame should join the Big Ten.
All right.
They're in that area with a lot of the teams are from, Indiana, Ohio, those states up there. So I think they should join the Big Ten. That's my personal opinion, but they probably won't. And now they're talking about the Notre Dame coach going to coach in the NFL.
There you go. He's not a bad
Giants.
coach. He's not a bad coach. Oh, God. I feel sorry for him. Oh,
The
yeah.
rumors have
I don't know if
begun.
I want to go to New York if I was a player or a coach with the teams. It seemed like they're always disappointing, and they take good talent, and a lot of it goes to waste.
Real quick, Josh Yates makes a very good point. Starting October 5th, Alabama went on a 5-game run where they beat top 25 teams.
What's up, Yates? Yep, Yates is
That's
a big Bama
impressive.
guy.
Thank you for that stat, Yates, because that's an important stat.
There you go. All right. Last week, just looking at these games, obviously, we just talked about Indiana holding off Ohio State. A crazy game. I would have hoped they would have went to overtime at least. It could have been more exciting if they would have kicked the field goal and the game went to OT. And then we see number 1, number 2, who gets the job done. Georgia absolutely railroads Alabama. That game was a joke. Bama, I don't know. They just, they can't run the ball. And when you can't run the ball, they just get all over Ty Simpson and make things difficult. He had a couple of bad starts in a row the last few games. Georgia continues. Was that a surprise to you how they won easily?
I figured I had Georgia on Saturday.
Was it a surprise?
No, I knew that. Figured they'd roll Alabama. Georgia's much
You thought
stronger
they'd
team.
win big?
I figured they'd win by double digits. I think I said
Really?
it on the show last week as well.
Okay, cool.
Texas Tech the same way. Rolled BYU twice this year.
Yeah. Well, Texas Tech, I think it's going to be one of the surprises to win the national championship. I really do. I
Our
think you
brackets,
gotta
are going to be very different then, Scotty. This is going to be fun. I'm excited for this part.
And Duke upsetting Virginia in the other bowl game, which I thought could happen because I actually like Duke plus the points. And that's it. Other than that, we're getting ready to rumble, guys. I think we should kick it off with these college football brackets. What's going on over here? We're having like technical difficulties going here at the show. T, have you done your homework with the college football games? So let me just start it. I'm not going to give any picks right now, but we got James Madison versus Oregon, number 12 versus Oregon, I believe is number 7, if I wasn't mistaken, or 6.
It looks different.
James Madison versus Oregon. You got Alabama, Oklahoma, Tulane against Ole Miss, and Miami against Texas A&M. Any of those games look interesting to you?
They all look interesting, but those games are 2 weeks from now. I think next Saturday.
Just a little lean, maybe. If you got something.
I haven't even.
Are you talking about for the playoffs?
Yeah, I haven't looked at the playoff games.
I'm just
yet.
asking them on the games coming up on the 20th and 19th.
Well, Oregon's going to probably kick the shit out of James Madison, but
I don't know about that.
Oregon.
What's the line on that game right
22.
Now? Is it 22?
Yep.
Wow. It's a big number. What about Oklahoma and Alabama? It's a rematch of a game this year that they played each other. That Oklahoma defense caused problems for Alabama. It seems like these teams with defense stir up the pot for Bama. They, have some issues of late, especially. I don't know. They don't have a running game. Their defense, we know their defense is excellent. They don't have much of a running game. Then you got Ty Simpson, gets on his A game.
He's the key.
And you're going against Oklahoma's pretty well-rounded on both sides of the ball. So any opinion on that game?
Yeah, Ty Simpson's the key. Ty Simpson holds the key to this whole thing, and here's why. The reason why Bama looked so bad against Georgia is because Ty Simpson played bad. Ty Simpson needs to play very well in order for this.
The reason he played bad is because they defense the run, and they don't have much of a running game.
They don't have a running game. Listen, there's the great quarterbacks. They do without.
Might not be that great.
Well, he might not. He might not. But for a while.
What's the line on that game coming up?
For a while, they were
Alabama,
Oklahoma.
Pick 'em 41.
Yeah. Wow. For a while, they were talking about, him being a Heisman candidate. So he needs to step it up if they're going to make a run in these playoffs. But, I have my predictions here.
Hold 1 second.
Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to file this whole thing.
All right. Well, we're kind of talking about the games coming up, the 4 matchups. Are you looking at those to see who moves on against the 4 seeds?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give my whole bracket at once. So when you're ready for it, let me know.
I'll go with you. I got mine filled out too, Teddy. But I'll go with the games this weekend first before we go to the bracket if you want to do that.
It's not this weekend. It's next week.
No, but we got games coming this week. Army, Navy, Boise State, Washington.
Yeah. No problem. All right. We got 4 games coming up, like I said, going for the championship, the bracket games. You got James Madison, Oregon, like I said, Alabama, Oklahoma, Tulane, Ole Miss, Miami, and Texas A&M. I'm interested in a couple of them. What are you looking at, Teddy?
So as far as the spread bets go, I'm going to wait till next week to predict on the spread.
Okay, you're just going to say who's going to move on?
So yeah, I'm just saying who's going to move on. So I'll leave it up to you, and then when it's time, I'll just run through my whole bracket.
I'm not going through the whole bracket, so go right ahead.
All right, let's do it.
I'll move with you, Teddy. You go. What do you want to start with? The top.
Right. I'm going to run through my whole bracket, and then you can run through yours, and then Scotty can tell us who he thinks is going to win if that's how you guys want to do it. So let's fucking do it, man. I'm so fired up about this playoff. I think I'm going to get a perfect bracket. Has that ever happened before?
Let's see.
I think it's a little different in football.
It's not as hard in football, right? It's a lot easier to get a 12 bracket perfect than a 64 bracket.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So here's what I have. You got these first round games. You got Oklahoma, Alabama. You got Oregon, James Madison. You got Texas A&M, Miami. And you got Ole Miss versus Tulane.
Right. We already went over that.
I'm going Alabama to beat Oklahoma and move on to play Indiana.
Okay.
I'm going with Oregon to beat James Madison. I think that should be a pretty easy one and go on to play Texas Tech.
Okay.
I got Miami with the little upset over Texas A&M. I think Miami's going to be fired up that they made it. I think Carson Beck's going to step up to the plate. I think Mario Cristobal is going to get his shit together, and I think they're going to move on past Texas A&M, and I think Ole Miss gets past Tulane pretty easily. Then in the second round, you got Indiana, Alabama. I have Indiana taking Alabama in that game. I think they're too good, and that's where Alabama's year ends. The reason I like Alabama against Oklahoma is because, like the great Scotty Matthews always says, it's hard to beat the same team twice in 1 year. And Oklahoma already beat Alabama. It's hard to do it twice, so I'm taking Bama in that one, like I said. Okay. Texas Tech, Oregon. I have an upset again. I have Oregon moving past Texas Tech.
Boom.
I know Scotty doesn't like that one. On the other side of the bracket, I got Ohio State beating Miami. Miami's year ends right there. And I have Georgia beating Ole Miss. And then in the Final Four, Indiana, Oregon. I have Indiana moving past. We all love Kurt Signetti here in this building. And I think
Google me.
You got two. Google me. You got two really good coaches, but I think Indiana just has the firepower, and they're going to move past them. And then what a lot of people would consider a pretty big upset here, I have Georgia moving past Ohio State, and I
don't think that's going to be a big upset.
Well,
if that was the case,
people are all over Ohio State. Maybe not so much now since they lost to Indiana.
They're vulnerable, man. They only scored 10 points,
but they are looking vulnerable. I have a Georgia-Indiana final, and I have Georgia and Kirby Smart winning the national championship, taking it back to the SEC.
All right. Teddy Brooks, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you made notes on that. TK, what do you got?
Yeah, I only got a couple different from you. The James Madison Oregon game, I got Oregon winning that game. Alabama, Oklahoma, I got Bama winning. Tulane playing Ole Miss, I'm going to go with Ole Miss. Miami, Texas A&M.
No head coach, you know.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Texas
Wow.
A&M playing Miami, even though I'm a Canes
Doesn't
fan.
matter.
Even though I'm a Canes fan, I'm going to take Texas A&M in that one. You know, I don't think Miami should even be in this, but that's coming from a Canes fan. Oregon, Texas Tech in the quarterfinals. I'm going to jump on Texas Tech. Alabama, Indiana. Going with Indiana. Ole Miss, Georgia. I'll jump on Georgia. Texas A&M, Ohio State. I'll jump on Ohio
I
State.
think you guys are dead in the first round.
Where's your bracket? Ohio State,
Right here.
Georgia. I'll take
It's
Ohio
going to be different
State.
than yours, I can promise.
Let's see. We should throw a couple hundred each in the bracket. See who gets the
I'm
most.
still waiting for my dentist.
Texas Tech, Indiana. I'm going to jump on Indiana. Indiana, Ohio State. I'm going to jump on Ohio State. They'll beat Indiana. Like Teddy said.
They're not going to play each other.
They're going to play each other. That's what they want. That's what the people want to see. That's what's going to happen. Ohio State against Indiana.
Okay.
Ohio State will beat them.
All right, excellent. I'm not putting out a full bracket at this point, but I think Oklahoma's got a shot to beat Alabama again. I just don't like the way Alabama's playing right now. I'm close to kind of that program. I got a kid that goes there and speak to a lot of people up there. I'm not thrilled on Alabama's play right now. They can't run the ball. They're going against a team that can stop the run. Now you put the focus back on this Ty Simpson again to try to beat you, and they can defend. They did it last time. They caused mistakes, and that's how Oklahoma beat Alabama in their stadium. So I think Oklahoma can get by that game. So I'm definitely disagreeing with you guys on that one, just from simple facts. And I think Miami can definitely beat Texas A&M because Texas A&M was very vulnerable against Texas. I think Miami's a better team than 10-2. I think they just had that little lull where they dropped a couple of games in a row. I don't know the line on the game at this point in time, but I think Miami's got a shot to move on.
Miami's a dog.
Are they, what, 2?
They'd open up at 5. It's down to 3.5 right now.
Yeah, I like Miami. I'd buy it back to 5. If I can get Miami at 5 against Texas A&M, I think I feel comfortable. I don't think Texas A&M I thought was a world beater until week 10, 11, and 12. But the last couple of weeks, I don't know. And especially the way they looked against Texas. But that's a rivalry. I told you guys 1,000 times. We talk about it. You could throw records out, you know, when rivalries play against each other. One team could be 11-1. The other team could be 3-8, and they can beat them. We've seen it happen a zillion times.
If Miami does win, they'll be playing both of their games out in Texas.
Well, I think Miami's got a shot. I mean, they're good enough that they can win. They were the number 2 team in the nation. Not saying I go by that, but they were ranked number 2.
At one point, they looked like the best team in the country.
They did.
At one point.
So I think if they could,
things change, obviously, but at one point they did.
Carson Beck is experienced. He's been there before.
Been there, done that.
So I don't know. You know, he's been there. Texas A&M has not been in this spot as often. And not that Miami's been in it often. I think it's the first time they're in the BC. Right? Isn't it been? I know they used to be in those other games.
It's not the you were about to say BCS. It's not BCS anymore. But it's the first time they're in these playoffs.
Right, in the playoff system. So, anyways, I'm going to take those. Those are the 2 I'd be interested in: Miami and Oklahoma. I take Miami to +5, guys. If you can lock it up. And would you say the line on the other game was?
Yeah, Oklahoma's a pick 'em.
Got to be a pick 'em. That's going to be a great game. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a very
I just don't like the way I don't like the way Alabama's playing, and Oklahoma grinds it out like a grinding machine. It's like you put the meat in there, and they grind it out. I think they can grind it out against Alabama. Maybe Alabama's is going into this game on a down note, because they haven't been playing well the last few weeks. So that's why I like that game. And then we'll see where it goes from there. That's it for me, guys. With that.
All right, there we have it.
Yeah.
Now, next week we'll be digging more into the spreads and everything on these games, but we got to kind of see what these numbers do. And you don't want to not predicting against the spreads 2 weeks at a time,
Watch
guys.
James Madison win 20-point underdogs. You never know.
You never know.
You don't know. You don't know. You really don't. And injuries come into play. You lose a key player right out of the box, like some games last week. I think on one of the games, North Texas lost their main player in the first quarter of the game. That game flipped around. They were up 7-0. He got hurt, and all of a sudden they just went bad for the rest of the game. They couldn't do anything. All right, we got a Thursday night NFL. You want to jump into NFL? You want to take some questions? Anybody want to ask anything in there? Anybody want to fire?
Donald James said he's going to thumbs down this video just for the bracket predictions. Donald James, you've been watching us long enough to not have to talk like that. I know you're just joking, though.
What do you mean he's going to thumbs down it?
He's just messing around. He doesn't.
Who
agree.
didn't he like?
He doesn't agree with the bracket predictions. I don't know whose though.
Who? Teddy's? Well, I didn't put a bracket. I only
Michael Clancy said Scott has James Madison winning it all. Obviously, another funny joke. I don't think Scott has James Madison winning it all.
Yeah.
OPP says he loves the Texas teams: Texas A&M, Texas Tech. OPP's tight on those.
All right.
But that's about it. No questions right now. We can keep moving forward.
If the guy that's making the comments is so damn good, why don't you put up your comments who you think is going to be the winners? Send them over.
SDW said, roll Tide, baby. SDW, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, Donald just said, I'm just kidding. It was a joke. I said it was a joke. But, yeah, no, it was fun. Fun times, guys. Fun times.
All right. Excellent. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's talk.
Oh, and by the way, real quick, guys, I'm putting on the Winnable a full bowl game package where you can get at least one pick for every single bowl game. Check it out.
Do your homework, man. Do your homework. That's a lot. How many games that could be?
53 bowl games, 53 picks over a course of about 4 weeks.
There you go. Teddy Brooks, Winnable. Check it out. All right, we got Thursday night action in the NFL. I hope you guys are doing something with this game. It's to me, it's an interesting game because the team that's leading their division with a 7-6 record, who's not been playing so great of late, is hosting the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay, Atlanta. They're showing Tampa Bay a 4-point favorite only. Tampa Bay lost at home last week to New Orleans, and now they're a 4-point favorite, 44.5 on Thursday night NFL in a short week. Playing against the Falcons, which is not a big deal, but the Falcons can show up at times. Anything on these games, on that game, guys?
Not for me. I'm giving out of my service on Thursday, so I'm not going to get
I'm giving this one out on the house.
Okay.
On the house. All right.
I wonder if you're going to go with me.
Well, probably not because I'm taking a little bit of a different angle on this one. So Tampa Bay comes into this game. Obviously, they're struggling, guys. Obviously, that high-flying, powerful offense that we saw earlier in the year, we haven't seen it lately, and it's okay. They're gonna bounce back, I think. They're coming off a terrible loss to the Saints, like Scotty said. They cannot afford to lose this game, plain and simple. Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers can't afford to lose this game. Atlanta's a mess right now. Atlanta has lost 7 of their last 8. They've allowed at least 27 points in 4 of their last 5 games. Kirk Cousins doesn't look good. I think this is a great spot for Tampa Bay to bounce back. I'm taking the over on the Tampa Bay team total here, though. I'm taking over 24 and a half. I saw a couple 24 and a halves. If you can find a 24, slam that sucker hard. But even if you got 24 and a half, take that also. I think Tampa Bay puts up 27 to 30 points in this game. So that's my play.
All right.
Team total over.
All right. Very good. There you go. How you rating that game? 1, 2,
I'm rating that a
5.
3.
3-unit play. All right. Excellent. All right. Look, I'm looking at this matchup, and I'm looking at two teams not so interesting to me at all. I think Tampa Bay had their move. They're 3-3 at home. They're beatable at home. They lost last week. Their defense is not good against the pass at all. If Kirk Cousins wakes up out of this little coma he's in, he could have an interesting big game against a team like this. Atlanta's 2-5 on the road, but I'm looking at some numbers. They kind of, to me, as bad as Atlanta is, I think they can play with a team like this, and I think this number is respectable for Atlanta. I'm going to take this line up to 5 points, and I'm going to take Atlanta as a small play, 3 units. I think they have a big shot to stay in this game, if not win it. There's just not something right with Tampa for me right now. And Baker, Baker is what Baker is. At the end of the day, I don't think he can carry a team to a whole different level.
Wow.
No.
Big statement.
Not at all.
The
I told you I'd take
have
Drake
covered.
May over him all day long.
They're 0-5 their last 5 against the spread, the Buccaneers as well. They haven't been covering.
Yeah,
they're on a slump. They're on a slump, but slumps are made to turn around.
And I think they rushed Baker back from that injury he got on that game. He came back. He didn't look, he looked all right. I mean, he looked good against Buffalo. They found a way to lose that game. Last week, they found a way to lose. They're finding ways to lose instead of winning.
Isn't it funny how they're rushing these quarterbacks back from these injuries? Lamar Jackson, Baker, Jaden Daniels. They're rushing these guys back, and they don't.
Because they want to play these guys. That's
I know
the problem.
they want to play. The teams want to win. But you got to think about the future also. And these guys,
this game won't hurt Tampa really that much. They're 7-6. They're still number 1 in their conference.
Yeah, that's an easy conference.
So, I don't know who's behind them, exactly what the records are, but Tampa Bay's number 1 They're in the lead in the Central or whatever conference. South.
NFC South.
All right, so I'm going to take Atlanta. I'm going to move the line to 5, and I'm going to make it a 3-unit selection, and that's where I'm at. Let's look at the NFL for Sunday, guys. There's a couple of really good key matchups before we dig into whatever you're doing, unless you're on these games. Obviously, the game of the week. There's 2 of them, actually. The teams that are playing the best in all the NFL are playing in 2 separate games. You got the Buffalo Bills going up to Gillette Stadium to face 10 in a row New England Patriots. I can't believe the line is Buffalo 1.5. It's been pretty solid all week at 1.5. If you guys got a take on this game, I definitely have a take on it. Buffalo playing New England. Interesting game. Anybody have an opinion?
Opinion on that's a tough one, man. On that game there.
I have.
If I had to put a lean on that game, I'm jumping on the Patriots.
Okay.
It's a pick 'em right now. Pick 'em in 49. I had Buffalo on Sunday, man. I thought I was going to get the cover, and the Bengals coming and backdoor that game. But New England, that's going to be a great matchup. They're playing at home. I think they're expecting some weather up in New England as well.
Well, yeah,
Buffalo played in the hells of weather last week, but
they both play in bad weather.
At a pick 'em straight up, I think the line's about right. I would lean on New England. It's not an official play for me, but I would lean on New England in this game.
Okay. TK, what are you rating it?
No, I'm just a lean for me right now. This is not one of my plays I'm putting out. But if you ask who I had to play, I would lean on New England.
Let me zone in a little deeper. What game would you like to put out?
Well, I'm going on this Carolina-New Orleans game.
Okay.
The current line right now, Carolina is 2.5 and 40.5. I'm going to jump on the Saints. They looked great last week. Carolina, they're just 1-4 their last 5 straight up against New Orleans. And Carolina just 1-5 their last 6 straight up in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the points. I'd buy it up to 3.5. Take the Saints. A nice dog barking in this one on Sunday at late afternoon action. I'm jumping on the Saints. I'm going to take the 2.5, buy it up to 3.5. Saints plus the points.
You like bad teams to win for you, huh?
Doesn't matter. That's why they play a
game. Don't matter. Everything don't matter. Head coach don't matter. Bad
That's
teams.
why there's point spreads on the games.
Right.
That's why they put this. This is not like we're playing baseball straight up. Man. We got point spreads for a reason on these games.
Okay.
I'm going to jump on the Saints. They looked pretty good last week.
1-5 at home.
Yeah.
All right.
Point spreads for a reason. I like that one, T. It's true. But back to that New England game. I'm actually on New England in this one. I think that Buffalo had a hard-fought game against the Bengals. They had a shootout. They ended up winning it, but it was a hard fight. It was a great win for them, but it was a shootout, and I think it might have taken a little bit of a toll emotionally, a little bit of a toll physically. And now you got a Patriots team that are coming off of a bye. What better situation than that for the Patriots? Some nice rest. I know what you're going to say. Maybe the bye hurts them,
but
I think the rest helps
slow it down.
I think this late in the season, rest is a good thing. It depends on what the players were doing during that bye. Were they actually engaging in recovery and rest and all that stuff, or were they partying? That makes a difference.
They're not partying with Mike Vrabel.
But if they were resting and they were engaging in true rest, I like the Patriots here. I mean, what are they at? Like plus 1.5 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is something I would try to maybe get to 3. I think that this line's going to move towards the Patriots as we get closer to game time.
It might. I mean, 10-0. What can you say? Team wins 10 straight games in a row. They already beat them, don't forget, in Buffalo, and they controlled that game pretty well. They're excellent against the run. Buffalo has a good running game, but the New England's got a great stop game against the run. They're 5-2 at home. Buffalo's 3-3 on the road. I mean, I'm looking at all these things I made notes on. They're first in the NFL in rushing, Buffalo, but again, New England's great against the run. And I think this game's going to – I really think the Patriots have a shot to win this game pretty handily, actually. I think they can win this game by a touchdown or more. I really feel good about them. I think they're just locked in right now. They're zoned in. Whatever this guy's doing and the coaching staff's doing, it's working. And you know what? There's an old adage I've always followed, no matter what I do. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And I'm not going to try to challenge just because Josh Allen is this, that, and this. So what? He's got to go into New England. He's got to perform, and the rest of his troops got to perform. And I know the other side will be ready for that game, unless a wheel falls off that bus, which I don't think will. So I think New England's the right side of this game, definitely. And Drake May is absolutely one of the running candidate for MVP of the league. and I think he's going to have a great performance.
It's a big game for him. This could cement it for him for sure.
And Buffalo's not that good on the road, boys. 3-3 is not it's okay.
But I think right now Stafford runs away with the MVP if the season ends right now.
Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. But if you're looking at this Buffalo-New England game, the sharpest book in the industry, Pinnacle, opened this line at 2, and within minutes they moved it down to 1. So somebody put some heavy action on the game. Pinnacle's the sharpest book in the business.
Yeah.
So when money moves there early, it's usually sharp money. It's not garbage.
All right. Let's talk about a couple other games that look outstanding. Hopefully you guys will have an opinion. If not, we move on. Another game I like, this game, Denver is playing Green Bay. This is going to be an interesting ball game, that's for sure. It's in Denver. You got 9-3-1 Green Bay going against 11-2, 10 in a row. Denver, 6-0 at home. Denver, 4-1-1 on the road. Green Bay, you got all the elements for a great game here. Do you guys have any opinion, Teddy?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to give this game as one of my plays, but I do have an opinion on this game. Denver has been winning close games, tight matchups this whole time, and I think this is where Denver's crazy winning streak comes to a final close here.
Really?
I think Green Bay takes this game. Obviously,
Are you surprised that Green Bay is a 2.5-point solid? That's a solid number on the road against a team that's undefeated at home. It's won 10 in a row.
No, it opened up.
Dog.
So, for example, at the Westgate, this game opened up at a pick'em. At a lot of books, it opened up at 1.5. Now it's 2.5 across the board. I'm not surprised at all.
Really? I'm very surprised.
I just think that it's not that the Denver Broncos team is bad. It's just that I think they're not necessarily as good as their record right now. Mm-hmm. And I think Green Bay's a very good team. Green Bay, if you remember, they had a little slump in the middle of the season, but they started out looking amazing, starting to come back to form. They're handling teams again. Jordan Love's getting it together. That defense doing their job. No, I think Green Bay money line's the move here.
Well, let's look at some numbers on this game. Green Bay averages 25 a game. They allow 19. The other side averages 24 a game. They allow 18. I mean, you can't get any closer than that numbers-wise. Green Bay's won 4 in a row. The other side's won 10 in a row. Green Bay, like I said, plays good on the road, over 80%, 4-1-1 record. That's pretty damn good on the road. But they're still a 2.5-point favorite. You got to cover. Did you think that line was strange? Denver winning 10 in a row with 11-2 best record is a dog.
I actually like Denver in this one. I wasn't going to give it on the show, but I like Denver, man. The home team in this series, 4-0 their last 4 against the spread in their last meetings here. I know you're saying numbers here, but my numbers got this game. If you're looking at right here,
I'm asking, do you think the line is right?
I thought it should open up. Maybe I thought Denver would open up a pick on -1.
Okay,
I'm going to take advantage of that. I got like 3-point edge on this game. I'm going to jump on Denver.
Okay, Denver.
I'm taking. I buy it up to 3.5.
3 unit, 2 unit, what? 5 unit?
3 unit play right now.
3 unit. All right, so that's a selection.
It will be a selection on Sunday.
Okay, cool. I'm going to jump with Teddy on this one. I'm thinking I'm going to get sucked in. I think I might get sucked in because it's not a big play by any stretch. I'm going to make this 2 units because I think this is a flip of a coin kind of game. But I think Green Bay has a shot to go in there and get the job done. I like the way they went into Detroit and got the job done. I like last week. I think they could have played better against Chicago, but Chicago's not as bad as a lot of people think. So they found a way to get the job done. They have won 4 straight. I think I'm just going to money line this game and take Green Bay on the money line, and it's not a big play. I'm going to make this a 2 unit call on Green Bay money line.
And let's not forget the teams that Denver beat in this 10 game. And once again, I love Bo Nix.
I don't like Bo Nix.
I'm a Bo Nix fan. I'm a Sean Payton fan. But let's look at who they played. They've played the Raiders, the Commanders, the Chiefs, who are not really performing like the Chiefs used to perform. The Raiders again, the Texans, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Jets, the Eagles. I mean, they haven't really
beat some teams. Texans
they beat some decent teams, but
Cowboys are playing good for a bit.
They've also beat a lot of bad teams. The Raiders twice in the last 10. The Commanders.
But you know what I say?
Giants and Jets.
You know what I say to that? Like him and I would talk about this on the live stuff. They're beating people. That's all that matters.
It is. You're right.
They're
it is hard
to win.
It's hard to win in the NFL, no matter who you're playing. You're right about that.
Right. I mean, you know what? You're not going to go out and blow people out. You can't expect teams to go out and just blow people out every week to make them good and say, "Oh my God, they didn't do well last week." They won. Who gives a shit at the end of the day? Like New England when they went into Cincinnati, they won by 6 points. So what? They're not going to go and blow everybody out every week. Sometimes they have enough in the tank to get the job done and win the games. Good teams find ways to do that, and the bad teams find ways to give it up and lose them. That's how I look at it. What do you agree?
No, Seattle, you can't look at that. They've been blowing the shit out of
always never
people.
can answer me, right?
Seattle's just good. They're well, you say teams don't blow out, man. Seattle's just rolling everybody.
Seattle and LA do look like a notch above everyone else.
If you're looking at this, you're talking two teams playing this week. Detroit's playing
I'm
the
going
Rams.
to ask you guys this. Go ahead, finish.
Hey, Detroit Rams, you think that total's too low, 55?
Too low.
Too low, man. No. I think they could put up some points in this game, but you never know.
Look at the numbers on this game. One team averages 29, the other one averages 30. The other team allows 23, but that defense for the Rams, man, is pretty stout.
Well, this total opened up at 51.5. It's up to 55. It's already moved 3.5 points.
Right. I mean, these teams can definitely both these teams can run the ball, too. I mean, so I don't know. If you're running the ball and you have a success on the ground, you might eat up the clock a little bit because they both have excellent running teams.
That was a good one, Teddy.
What?
Another guy was saying a message on the chat.
What did he say?
He said,
DJ said, Scotty's not in the best mood today. Loosen your moose. I don't know what that means, but
I'm in a great mood. Are you kidding me with all the winning I'm doing? You guys are following me. You know what I'm doing out there. I'm jacked up. I just like to get answers out of people. Sometimes they don't like to answer me. But
no, I agree with you, though, Scotty. That is a weird line. But I don't think it's weird because I think the odds makers know.
It's respect.
Yeah, the odds makers know who the better team is, I believe.
All right, one last one, guys. I don't know if you're on it, you're not. We don't have to talk about it. Detroit's playing the Rams. Any interest in that game?
Detroit's playing the Rams. It's one of my top selections going on Sunday. If they're going to want it, they're going to have to hit me up or go to my website or check me out.
I always catch his top selections. How come?
Yeah,
you got to pay up for that one. I will say the interesting thing about this game, that total that you mentioned, TK, that opened up all over the place. At William Hill, which is Caesars, it opened up at 50.5. Pinnacle, it opened up at 52. Westgate, it opened up at 51.5. Now it's 55 across the board. Mm-hmm. So people are definitely betting the over in that one.
What do you guys think?
Might be late to the party.
Might be late.
Might be late to the party. I like over.
Teddy don't want to give away those 4 points.
Probably land on 53 or something.
I like over 52 a lot better than over 55.
I agree with you on that.
Those points get expensive in those big totals like that.
I can't get off the NFL until we talk about the Monday night game because it's in our backyard. Not in our backyard, but the Miami Dolphins going for, I believe, 4 in a row now. Four straight. They're going against Pittsburgh. The Boo Birds were coming out for Tomlin, the last home game, and then they went on the road, and they probably calmed them down a little bit. Now they're 7-6. 7-6 Steelers in first place in that division because they beat Baltimore. Baltimore falls to 6-7. You guys have any take on that Monday night game at all? 3.5 Steelers at home playing the Dolphins in the cold-ass weather.
I'm ready for this one, man, because I'm definitely on this game.
Are you giving it out?
I'm giving it out. I've only given out 2 Monday night games this year. I've won both Monday night games. Current line right now, Pittsburgh 3.5 and 41.5. I'm jumping on the Dolphins. I'm going to take the 3.5.
Wow.
Miami 5-1 their last 6 games straight up. 4-2 their last 6 against the spread versus Pittsburgh. I'm taking the points, take the 3.5. Probably don't need them, but I'm going to take them. I'm jumping on the Dolphins plus the 3.5 over Pittsburgh. Watch out. Miami's coming to Pittsburgh.
You hear that?
Wow.
Well, hold on. 1 to 5 units, sir.
That's going to be a 4-unit play for me.
Wow.
Why? You think it's dead opposite?
I just don't see it. I mean, listen, you got a Tua that does not play well in the cold. Is it going to be cold in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Teddy, come on. December 15th.
So I think
13th?
with the weather, I'm not putting out something on this game, but I couldn't. If you put a gun to my head and said you had to bet this game,
you gotta.
I would take
gun.
I would take the Steelers. I would probably money line them to be safe.
Okay.
We got Zach Smacks in the building.
Oh, you know what he's going to say.
Top 5 cappers under 25. Zach Smacks gets my number 1 ranking there.
There you go. Is that a good ranking?
I think so. Yeah.
Make sure you give him a good ranking.
He's number 1, top 5 under 25.
Sounds like Fort Manny bets. What is it? 2, but not 2. What the hell does that mean at the end of the day?
Fort Manny curses too much, man. He talks.
Oh, I haven't watched him lately.
Every other word's the N word. I know he's allowed to say it, but what? Come on.
I love to go against him with my stuff that I'm putting out versus what he tells everyone he's doing. Because my shit is up.
Anybody could put out a minus 1,200 favorite.
Is that what he does?
I don't know. A lot of these guys do. I watch. They put up minus 1,600, minus 1,200, minus 1,000.
Buying 6 points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
buying 6 points. Hey, guys, one interesting thing last night. I got to talk about it because I used it. Never happened before in the NHL, ever. Did you see Anaheim scored a goal with 1/10 of 1 second left in the game to send the game to overtime?
No way.
1/10 of a second.
The Panthers got close to that against the Bruins that one year. They scored with like 2 seconds left.
1/10 of 1 second,
Wow.
and I ended up winning that game in overtime. Right, Zach? Boom. Anyways, so yeah, I just had to bring it up. I don't know. And the other game that went down at the end too was the Islanders and the Vegas. Vegas tied it up like with seconds left. I don't know. Have you seen so many games in the NHL lately?
I've been having trouble with hockey. A lot of shootouts, a lot of overtimes, a lot of shootouts. I've been having some issues with hockey. College basketball is making us so much money right now. There's not really a need to look at hockey. I usually wait until about February to start getting hitting hockey heavy. But
all right. I just had to mention that.
OPP just said something very interesting. Is Achan playing for Miami? He's been a money machine lately. He has been an absolute money machine lately. His props have been incredible. Yeah. Incredible.
We got to get the money machines working for us. When you have the money machines, you should be in good shape. Before we go, and
I have one more NFL game.
Right. I was going to say, before we go, anything else you guys looking at?
This is my favorite NFL game.
And I'm not going like go-go. I meant to the basket.
This is a 4-unit, baby. All right. So we got the Chargers-Chiefs, okay? Monday Night Football, we had the Chargers beat the Eagles. They came flying out of the gates. Guys, Omarion Hampton, who I have on my fantasy team after 10 weeks or whatever it's been of him on the IR, he's back. He's looking good. I think that he had a solid game. Herbert obviously did not have a good game on Monday, but he did have the hand injury. So, I think that this is the game right here where Omarion Hampton puts up 100 yards and a touchdown. So, with him being out, him coming back in, Hurts having another week to kind of get it together, this is going to be the week, guys. This is going to be the official week where the Chiefs dynasty comes to an end for good. For good, or at least...
It's already got a little spike in it already.
It's got a little spike in it, but this is the week...
The final spike?
Where it comes to an end. It's going to be the end of the modern Chiefs dynasty as we know it, TK. The Chargers are going to win this game on the road. The Chiefs are going to go to 6-8. That's going to give the Chargers the tiebreaker in the wild card race as well as they clinch their 10th win of the season. I'm taking the points. I think the Chargers are going to win the game, but I like security and safety, so I'm taking the 4.5 points that they're getting, and I'm taking the Omarion Hampton anytime touchdown, and I'm taking Omarion Hampton over on yardage.
I don't think he likes this game. I just can tell the way he's talking. I don't think he really likes those plays.
I've been fired up for this game, man.
I think Teddy was going to come right through the screen. I'm watching the screen. I'm getting nervous watching.
Me right up, man.
Teddy, can you pop your eyes out like the sockets? There's some guys like that make them come out and stuff.
Took his hat off of me.
I'll see if our editor can do that.
Anything on that game you looking at? Or are you done with it?
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that game over there. I'll wait till Sunday.
Why, you
I got a little leaner on there.
We want to know what you like.
I got a little leaner on Kansas City, but I haven't made it a play yet. Like I said, I got to
After hearing how fired up I am, TK's taking a second look.
He's nervous.
A second look, man.
Teddy will come after him with that spike. All right, so you like KC or you don't?
I got a leaner on it so far. It's not a play, but I got a leaner. I'll wait till Sunday that I put it out.
Okay. I'm going to jump on the Rams, guys. I think the Rams blow out Detroit. I think this Detroit's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They beat Cowboys, so be it. The Rams are a real deal. They got a real defense. They can score with this team. I think the Rams cover that line. I'd bring it down to 4, and I'd be all over the Rams. I think the Rams are going to, keep doing what they got to do. It's kind of a gift, I think. I mean, I know Detroit getting 5.5. I don't think Detroit's that great. I really don't. I think they're okay at best. As I said the other day, I put them here, and there's other teams way above them, and then obviously at the top. So I like the Rams. I think they're one of the best teams in the NFC, if not the best. So I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to bring that line down to -4, and I'm going to make that a 3-unit call on that game. So that's really all I had. I like New England, and I like Green Bay, and I like the Rams.
Yeah, Teddy just brought back memories of watching the movie 2 for the Money. The guy's
listen. I don't get fired up often, but this is a play.
Who's the guy that pissed? Teddy would not in the woods there. And when the guy wanted to piss on the capper, they would never do that to Teddy.
No,
with his emotions and his winning, not going to happen.
Listen,
2 for the money.
This is a quality play right here. I love it. That's probably my best play on this show. But we still got some college football this weekend.
We had one game, Army Navy.
Yeah.
I got
you guys want to talk about?
I'm going to college football.
It.
I'm not going to be an Army-Navy game, but I got one game
That
going
Boise,
to college.
that Boise.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give out basketball tonight.
Let me give out this college football.
I'll give out. You give out yours, and then I'll give out the Army Navy, and then we'll.
Saturday, man, 8:00 at night. Boise State, Washington. The current line's 9.5 and 53. I'm jumping on Washington, man. I'm going to lay to 9.5. Boise State, they're 0-6 their last 6 against Washington.
Oh boy,
that's a versus spread. And Boise State just 2-7 their last 9 against the spread in the offseason in December. I'm going to lay the wood here with Washington. I think they win this game by 20 plus here on Saturday night. Jump on Washington minus the 9.5 on Saturday.
I'm with you on that, TK. Their rushing attack, they can't be stopped by this Boise State team. So I'm with you on that, and I like the number too. Army Navy, guys. Army's +6 against Navy, and Navy should be favored here. They've been the more impressive team all year. They've been very impressive, actually. But whenever this rivalry happens, I always love to grab the points, man. The underdog 6-3-1 in the last 10 against the spread. Navy does finish drives better than Army does, but Army, they're solid on defense. They're 3-0 against the spread this season when underdogs of 5 points or more, and 2 of those covers are outright wins. Army is also 8-3 against the spread against Navy when they're an underdog. Guys, these rivalries matter, okay? And I think Army is not going to lay down to Navy here. And I think when you got this type of you got the country, the camaraderie, all this stuff going on. I think this is going to be a close game. I think a touchdown's too much. I'm buying it to 7, and I'm taking Army +7.
Both of these teams are terrible passing attacks and great run.
Run.
Yeah, and it's
total
38.5. All right, guys. That's we're going to wrap that up with the football for this week. Guys, you should be checking out what I'm doing, man. I'm absolutely killing it. If you're watching my stuff on social media, 22-4 on my last 26 games I put out for free on Instagram, TikTok, on my videos, and 13-1 on my last 14 broadcast selections, and it's all free. Anyways, had to put that out there before we got off. We're going to go to some basketball tonight, and I want to start off, if anybody, you guys have anything college or NBA tonight, T?
I got an NBA going tonight. The Spurs-Lakers lines right now 7 and 241.5. Big number on that total. But I'm going to jump on the Lakers, man. I think they're a much better team here against the Spurs. They're laying 7 points. The Spurs are just 1-4 their last 5 against the spread against LA. The Lakers, they love being a favorite where they're 12-6 their last 18 as a favorite. I think the Lakers step it up here tonight. They blow San Antonio out. It's a late game tonight.
It's the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup.
It's on Prime Video tonight. Yep. Lakers on a blowout tonight.
I think they have them at Vegas, right? The semis and the finals are in Vegas.
Well, they're playing in L.A. tonight. I don't know
right.
where the next
I'm saying
goes.
The semi and the finals, they go to Vegas to play it. All right, anything else in baskets?
The rest of my stuff's in my college basketball, my VIB tonight. Check it out. I'll tell them how to get it later on.
Tell them right now.
Well, the best way, I'll wait till you close out the show. I'll let you know.
All right. Teddy Brooks, ladies and gentlemen, he loves the baskets, and he's back doing it.
College basketball's been great. It's been great. I have one. I gave this out on my Instagram channel, but I know there's probably a lot of you guys on here that may not be on my Instagram channel yet, so I'll give this to you guys as well. You got Notre Dame playing Idaho in this one. Notre Dame, their best player, Marcus Burton, he is out, but other players since he's been out have been stepping up, including this guy, Cole Serta. He's been really fantastic since Burton's been out. And Idaho, if you look there against the spread on the road when they're dogs, they do not cover as dogs on the road, plain and simple. So I see this line's at like 10.5, 11. I see Notre Dame winning this game by about 14 or 15 points. I think the number's off by 3 or 4 points
11.5.
11.5 now. It's moving, boys.
Right?
Yeah, 11.5.
It's moving. It's moving. But, yeah, I like Notre Dame to cover 11 here. I'd get it to 11 if you can. If not, play the 11.5. Like I said, I think it's a 14 or 15-point win here.
Rating?
I would rate that a 3.
Your rating on the Lakers?
On the Lakers, I'd be a 4-star tonight. I moved up. I had a 3 on my site, but
are you buying that line? I'm sure.
I got 7. It's 7 everywhere right now.
Okay.
Across the board. That's what it was this morning too. But actually, we opened up at 4.5 last night. It's up to 7 now.
All right, cool. All right, guys, I'm making one move tonight. I put it out as my free pick, and like I said, just killing it with these free picks. Thank God. Probably with the best run I've had. Probably in the last 7-8 years. I got to be honest with you, 35-5 record on my last 40 total games I put out for free. I mean, I don't know anyone out there that's doing it. I got to be honest with you. And if you do, let me know, because I don't think they live in the United States. They might live in Timbuktu or something. But I'm going with one play tonight, free pick. We're going to take Western Kentucky. I'm going to adjust the line to +2.5 on the game. I like Western Kentucky in this spot against Marshall, and I'm going to make it I'm going to rate it 3 units. So again, they're still free picks. They're strong opinions, but man, I can't go against them with this kind of winning behind me, right? How can you go against them?
Can't do it.
And that's it. I think we touched base on everything. Are we good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm ready to roll.
All right. Ben just walked in, too. Perfect timing. Wow, look at that. All right, guys, it's always a pleasure being here with you both here each and every week. You guys make the show work with me, and it's great. And the best part about it, we all have our own, unique ways of doing business, and coming up with our own selections and having our own resources and so forth and so on. So, a lot of guys ask, oh, you guys, this, you guys that. No, we're none of us guys are anything. We're all separate, and we have our own ways of thinking and our own ways of doing. I'm going to start it out with my man, TK. Where can they find you? Because she's putting up some dynamite stuff for you guys to look at each and every day.
Yeah, the best place to find me, go right to Instagram at TKWins. And when you're in Instagram, check out the stories, follow the links. You can follow right to my website. You can see VIP players are hot right now. 2-1 yesterday, 9-3 their last 12, 30-15 their last 45. I got a big December special, $99.99 for 30 days. So check it out. Follow me at TKWins and follow my links.
St. TK Claus in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Bowl games are coming. I know Teddy's running a bowl bonanza, so
you know what they say.
I got to do the same, I think.
Alexa says it's a December to remember. Well, let's make it that way for all of us. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man that puts out probably more content than anybody I know, and he's got some great stuff out there, and they back it up, and they've been doing some winning. I see he's won like 10 out of his last 12 weeks, and he's got a lot of free stuff. He's got some private stuff. The CEO, guys, the main guy, the top kahuna. We don't want to call him the big kahuna. The main guy from the Sports Prophets, Teddy Brooks. Where can they get you, Teddy?
Yes, sir. So you can go to my Instagram channel at @the_prophets_pick. We say it all the time, guys, but make sure you see the blue check mark before you move forward. Check out our winnable, guys. We're putting a lot of stuff on there. Just a ton of stuff. We had a crazy run on there this weekend between Saturday and Sunday on football. We went 15-4 on the winnable channel. Then we had a little bit of a rough Monday and then a kind of 50-50 Tuesday. But we're bouncing back, guys. We have some big nights on there. So check that out. Check out the Instagram. Shoot us a text. Sometimes we drop a number on our Instagram that you can text in to get access to private information. So we do it all. Just go to the Instagram and you'll be happy you did.
And guys, don't forget. I mean, these are you got to play with manage bankroll. Don't forget that. These are not games. Teddy's probably telling you to go out and slam the stuff he puts out there. If it's more exclusive, same with TK and myself. Obviously, if we're dealing with you direct, we're going to tell you exactly what's on our mind. But these other games, don't take them into your own thoughts and go out and just slam these games. Play them right. Manage your bankroll correctly. And that's how you can come out on top. We
recommend quarter units. Like on our All Access, our $15 a week package, we recommend quarter units on those plays. So you're exactly right, Scotty.
Okay. And UT, the same thing?
Well, I rate my games 3 to 5 star in the VIP. So if you're betting max bet $500, just divide it by 5.
I'm talking about free stuff. But
free stuff, I play them as 3-unit plays. Because basically my free play is actually one of my...
if it's a $100 player playing a free game, what do you...
$60.
Play 60 on it?
Because my free play
about a half unit.
Yeah,
Okay.
My free play is basically one of my VIPs randomly chosen each day, so that's what it is.
Yeah, I just want to get clarification out there because a lot of guys think that when we put these games out for free and stuff, they're games to go out and slam for like big money and lose control. No, that's totally the opposite.
Real quick, a lot of people are asking about Nebraska, Wisconsin tonight. That is a big game. That is on my winnable ladder package.
Yeah,
if you go on the ladder package, you can see it there. But I can't give it away on the show. My team would kill me.
Yeah, well, guys, before I get into it, I have a huge offer tonight, 2 VIP selections, and one of them is that game between Wisconsin and Nebraska, plus another big-time bonus play on the game between Boston College and Massachusetts going tonight. I love both of these games, and it's $15, and you could click and buy it, and you can go to Winnable as well and get it, or click on my video and purchase it. $15, we've been red hot. I'm worth every penny, I think, at this point in time. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're cold, you're cold. But we've been red hot. And you can find me here each and every day. Just keep checking it out on right on here on Instagram, SM, right on the screen there. You see it right there. Boom. SM Sports Picks with the blue verified check mark. Make sure, I'm getting a lot of guys saying they're getting reached out or texted. I'm sure you guys get the same thing from guys telling them to send money, and it's not us. Do not deal with anybody. Do not deal with anyone that has similar names to mine on their channels or whatever the case may be, unless you know it's me with the blue verified checkmark SM Sports Picks. All right, guys, have a great day. Love doing the show. Guys, thanks again, and we'll see you back here next Wednesday, 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go. Boom.
Went by quick today.
Teddy Brooks in the house. TK in the house.
Getting close to that Christmas road trip show.
We're back. Our views are back up.